Hey guys, I've decided to start a new channel devoted specifically to my Railworks videos, and I've decided to start a new series of route learning videos. As part of this, I'm now going to start on a journey from Ipswich to London Liverpool Street on the new Great Eastern add-on, and this will be a route learning video without the track monitor, but I am going to split up the journey so that each video is just from one stop to the next. So in this video we'll simply be going from Ipswich to Manningtree. As you can see, I'm now cleared to depart from Ipswich, and the distance to Manningtree I believe is around 8 miles. Immediately as we depart Ipswich, the speed limit is 25 miles per hour. And for this scenario, which you can find in Railworks, it's called Eastern Intercity. You're actually driving an 8-coach Class 360 EMU. Now passing through the one and only tunnel on the line. And as we do so, the speed limit goes up to 30 miles per hour, though I obviously have to wait until the back of the train has passed the speed board before I can accelerate. Immediately as we leave the tunnel, the speed limit goes up to 45 miles per hour. Now again, you have to wait until you think the back of the train has passed before you can accelerate. And just coming up here, the speed limit goes up to 75 miles per hour. Sorry, correction, 70 miles per hour. Now we pass the speed board reading 100 miles per hour, which is the top speed for this route, and it's also the speed which we'll be travelling for most of the journey through to Manningtree. And now that I've reached the speed limit of 100 miles per hour, the task is simply to try and maintain that speed by adjusting the throttle. The gradients along here do vary slightly. first warning that you'll actually get that you're approaching Manningtree as you're going along here is an AWS warning for a Morpeth board, which is warning for a speed reduction to 80 miles per hour. You don't need to brake to that as you pass the board, but when you do pass it, that means you're exactly 2 miles from Manningtree station. So here's the 80 mile per hour warning that I was talking about. So now we're 2 miles from Manningtree, but we don't actually need to brake for the 80 miles per hour until we pass the next Morpeth board, which is warning for a reduction to 70, as you'll see in a minute. Here's now the warning for the 70 mile per hour speed limit. So now I'll put on the brakes. If you look at the brake gauge, which is to the left of the speedometer, you'll see the red needle has gone up to the number 2, and that's the recommended best brake force to use. As we pass the 80 mile per hour speed board, we're now just 3/4 of a mile from the platforms at Manningtree. So now we'll continue to brake down to stop at the station. And as we approach the platform, I'll try not to enter the platform at faster than 30 miles per hour. At Manningtree, it's the same stopping point whether you're using a 4 or an 8 car train. So there we are, we've arrived at Manningtree, and that's the end of the first video on this journey. Thank you for watching.